Oh boy.
Last time, the party came with a plan to get the liquid radiation that they need to fly the Arkwing.
Mm-hmm.
Their plan was to go to a nearby oil field or oil refinery, try and find either oil barrels like oil drums, or find a oil tankard to kind of speed up the process and just use vertibirds.
I can't believe I didn't have George bitch about the particular fact that in our quest for fuel, we had to go to an oil refinery specifically for containers to hold an entirely different fuel. It's just like, we're literally in an oil refinery, but no! That's like buying an entire container of like jumbo-sized pickles and then dumping out the entire container, just taking the jar.
to buy cucumbers.
Yeah. Pickled cucumbers.
No, believe me, the irony was not lost on me.
Okay. Well, I didn't think any of us specifically bitched about that aspect of it.
And that's why I'm happy.
Yeah.
So,
because I finally caught on.
The party used what vertibirds they could, because the Arkwing only has 6. And Timothy allowed them 4.
Yeah.
So...
Oh god, we're gonna come back and the entire place is being besieged. It's like, if only we had vertibirds!
Oh, if only there were vertibirds to save the day!
We come back with the fuel as the Arkwing explodes. Just like... And there's just... I know exactly what George's response would be.
Shooting himself again?
Oh no. Well, shit. Turn it around.
So, they took the 4 vertibirds to the old oil refinery in hopes of finding, presumably, either the barrels or a tanker. Instead, as they're approaching, on the horizon, they see Mirelurks burrow under the ground. Thus, a fight ensues after they land.
Of course.
And after dispatching the first, I believe it was 5 Mirelurks, the party has come to the entrance of the oil refinery. And inside they can see there's just one straight long hallway with 4 like doors. 2 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right, pretty evenly spaced out between each other. And there's a big like welcome center before the hallway.
Yay!
And everyone but Charles is there.
Where's Charles?
He's over by the vertibirds.
Charles is still by the vertibirds.
I didn't know if that was Matt or Lucas responding, and I'm a little uncomfortable now.
Why are you uncomfortable, Michael?
Oh god. My nightmares have manifested the flesh.
Don't blur the lines, Tom. Don't blur the lines.
Oh my god.
Alright, so what would you like to do?
George.
I feel like a preemptive perception check should be had here.
George would like to roll charisma to seduce the dark, endless void.
Gotta roll a perception check.
Really interesting.
Gotta roll a natural 19 plus nothing.
Anything.
Natural 19?
Starting off strong. Natural 19.
Okay. Lucas, as you're looking around, like, what are you looking for specifically, or are you just in general taking a look around?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be looking for living creatures. So probably most of those are gonna be Mirelurk or Mirelurk related.
Dolphins, space dolphins.
So, because of your role, as you're looking around the welcome center, you don't see any living things, but you do see quite a few skeletons.
Oh, joy.
Seemingly...
Nancy wants to search the skeletons.
Okay. But, Lucas,
Right.
from down the hall, you can hear a little...
All right.
That's so gross.
So,
Is my gun loaded? My gun is loaded.
yep, all guns are loaded right now.
I'll check. Yes. I would like to work my way down that hall to try and stealth up a little closer to see how big or how small this Mirelurk creature is. Or radroach. It could be a radroach.
It's a giant radroach.
It's the legendary big empty bloatfly.
It's been feasting on the Mirelurks.
All right.
You find out the Mirelurks were actually the victims here. They were hiding from like a giant radroach the size of a minivan.
So are you going to actively go out and search for them?
I'm gonna stealth up the hallway to
No.
see if I can find where that's coming from.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
I rolled a 16 total.
16? Yeah. So as you're walking up the hallway, because do you want to get a good look at the other rooms or just follow the sound?
Is the jumble of shapes inside the central circle all the different rooms?
Yes, the two on the right and two on the left are the different rooms. This one is the welcome area where everyone is.
Okay. I'll do it systematically. I'll peek into that first room on the right.
Okay. As you look into the room on the right, you do notice that the door is kind of bashed open, and it looks like the door frames have kind of been bent a little, as if to allow larger creatures to pass through.
Aha.
Good.
Yes.
We're off to a great start.
But as you look around inside, this seems to be the medical center of this area.
Can I roll to try and find any medical materials or items?
Yeah.
Okay. Will this be intelligence for an investigation?
Yes.
That is 13 total.
Okay. So, looking around, you see the entire room is pretty disheveled. There are cabinets, like, all lining the walls and lining the ceiling as well, like the corners. You can make just room for everything. There are a few medical boxes on the wall, 3 to be exact, and 2 beds over to the far left, and what seems to be like an impromptu operating table on the right. So there's a bone saw and little wrappings and just a makeshift like belt to tie presumably people down. Searching the area, you come across 3 stim packs just out in the open and
Okay.
1 seemingly used stim pack. Would you like to open the medical chest as well?
I will.
Okay. You find inside the medical chests, they're exactly identical. So in each one, there's 1 wrapping of gauze, 1 bottle of alcohol, 1 stim pack.
Nancy shoots all the alcohol.
I'm assuming it's medical.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
specifically medical alcohol, like sterilizing alcohol. So in total, you found 3 gauze, 3 sterilizing alcohol, and 3 more stim packs.
Hey, Lucas, you want to tell Nancy what you found?
I'm going to be giving the med supplies to you in a second. So,
Cool.
let me ask just one more time because I can't type that fast.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 alcohol, the 3 stims, the 3 gauze, was there anything else?
You also had the 3 just lying about in the room. So in total, 6
Okay.
stim packs. There are other things in the room. Nothing specifically medical, but there are bone saws, there are leather straps, and there are metal trays and little knickknacks here and there that you could potentially take if you wanted.
How many...
Hey guys,
how many-
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab dinner and then bring it back up here so I can eat and campaign.
How many leather straps are there?
Well, they're tied to like the beds.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like tourniquet things.
No.
Okay, never mind.
You could take the time to rip them off if you wanted.
I do have my K-bar. I can just cut them off easily.
George has claws.
Those are much larger and are more likely to just rip everything to pieces. I have a precise knife.
But
George
I will remind
scoffs
you,
at
right
your
now
knife.
you are alone. Like the rest of the party is in the welcome center.
Can I actually say what George is going to do?
Yeah.
George... I say George, not that stealth is his strong suit, but I'm going to say George is going to try and stealth immediately. Let me look at the map again. George is going to try and move to the... He's going to try and get a peek in the giant room in the back.
The one like straight and far right.
Yeah, let me just get my dice out. This pouch. Sorry,
If I'm not mistaken, Nancy said she was going to be looking through the skeleton, so I'll ask her about that when she gets back.
Alright, let me... That is an 18 flat.
Okay. So, George, you're looking around. Vlad is staying kind of close-ish to Nancy for now.
For clarity, that was a stealth roll, if that
Yeah.
was not apparent. Okay.
Mhm.
Just wanted to make sure.
As you're sneaking up the hallway, trying to tiptoe over the debris and rubble that seems to have just caved in to the hallway a little bit, as just time has weathered the building. The only prominent sound you hear is coming from the room to your right, like as you're passing by where Lucas is. As he's quietly searching.
Okay.
But again, because like this whole building seems to just be dead, it's not like he's jingling around everything. It's not like you're making huge noise.
It's just the only noticeable sound at all.
Yeah, it's the
coming
only
from there.
new sound. So, and since you're stealthing, it's more obvious to you than it would be to say someone is passing by.
But yeah, George wants to lay his eyes on the giant, almost circular room.
Okay. Are you going to peek into the other rooms or just...
I'll say he takes a cursory glance as he's going down the hall, just like... But he's mostly just looking for, like, anything super notable.
Okay. The room to your left, the one directly across from you, Lucas, appears to be a mess hall of sorts.
I thought you said meth hall. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mess hall.
Yeah. It was where people consumed their meth.
So at a quick glance, just there are a bunch of like cafeteria tables and a little section, presumably for where like the cooks were and everything.
So I'm assuming we're in the cafeteria.
No, George is just like glancing into rooms as he passes.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
He's going for the room on the far right. Lucas is still searching in the medical center. As you're still walking forward, the room to your far left, inside of there, you can hear some movement, and there's a big door that's closed. It's not like a door with a handle. It's one of those kind of like saloon doors, but like full doors.
I'm going to say, hearing movement from it, George is going to approach and try to quietly enter and see what exactly is moving around.
Just take a peek inside?
Yeah. He's definitely... Because he was just going for the big one on a hunch. Now he has concrete, there is something in this room.
Okay.
So his focus is kind of shifted.
Okay. Before we get to that, Nancy, you said you were looking through the skeletons?
I said that slightly jokingly, but I think Nancy is examining the bodies to see how they might have died.
That is not a bad idea.
Okay.
Because she can probably guess what killed them.
Medical background.
Yay! They were disintegrated.
From a
They wouldn't
cursory
be there.
glance, it seems like a lot of them died instantly. There are about 8 skeletons in the main lobby area. One of them behind like a receptionist desk that seems to have just slumped over in time. 2 of them are just sitting in chairs, just seemingly have just died instantly. One of them is in the middle of the room, just as if he was walking away.
Okay.
And the other 2 are just in the other side of the room, in the other chairs.
Not to be the voice in Nancy's head. How old do they look?
Would you like to find out, Nancy?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it could be, it is worth questioning if these are like pre-war bodies. Well, pre-war. Nuke day bodies or
Not
recent.
Nuke Day bodies.
So the 2 on the left and the 2 on the right, and the one at the reception desk, so those 5 in particular, look to be pre-war, just based on their pose, based on the bone decomposition, and the fact that their clothes have just gone. There's just like little rips and tears of fabric on the ground. Those ones appear to have been the ones that have died instantly in the blast.
So this was Nuke.
Yeah. The one in the center that seems to be like walking away, that one, it is a skeleton, but he seems to be wearing raider armor-ish.
Oh.
Like, he's just got plain t-shirt, jeans, and just a little leather vest on him, as it were. And
Nancy's going to inspect that body more so.
okay. On his back, there's just one large claw mark, just from shoulder to hip, just straight down. Or
Is this-
diagonally cut.
Is it... Would she be able to tell what this might be from all the creatures that she's encountered thus far?
Seeing as she just faced Mirelurks and she saw how big their claws were, you can pretty easily tell this was done by a Mirelurk. So this body's still old, meaning these Mirelurks have been here a while, but it's not fresh.
Got it. Okay. Does any of them have any important loot or notes or something of value?
The only one that has something of value is the Raider, and that's just the leather vest he's wearing. Everything else
I'm
is
just gonna
torn to shreds.
pocket that.
Okay.
Just gonna pocket that. Let me add that to my inventory.
All right.
No, I don't want the camera. Phone. I
And just
don't
for
take
reference, what
selfies.
Vlad is doing, he's keeping an eye on everything around. Like, he's keeping an eye down the hallway, and he's actively, like, looking towards the entrance as well.
So, what would I put this down as, specifically?
Specifically, just leather vest.
I have just remembered something, John. I am sorry to sidetrack, but I need to ask you this. Have you seen the most recent episode of Glitch Tale? And if so, what were your thoughts?
I have not.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to do that at some point, because I want to know what you think about it.
All right, I'll let you
Send
know.
me a link. I want to see too.
Are you caught up, Marina? Catch up first.
Can't remember what the last one I saw was.
Because it is definitely a you need to know everything else that has happened scenario.
Understood.
So, George,
Yes.
you're going to try to sneakily enter that room?
Yep. Do I need a new stealth roll?
Yep.
Or is my 18 still fine?
Your 18 was fine for walking around. Now you're actively trying to enter the room. So, I'm going to need a new stealth roll.
All right. Let me find a more reliable... Oh, wait. I have a more reliable flat surface. Okay. That is a 15 flat. It landed in a weird place. I don't know why. Do I have a stealth bonus? Would that be agility?
That would fall under agility.
I have a +1. So that's a 16.
Okay. So you do hear, like, little bumpings and just seemingly shuffling around inside. As you quietly open the door as much as you can, it does give a little as you're opening it. As soon as you open it, the shuffling stops. And do you want to look around the room?
Yeah, he's gonna look around the room.
Okay. This room seems to be where they keep all of their equipment and everything. So there are small, I guess, like lockers for the personnel who were here. There are about 10 in total. So there are 10 lockers. There's a big table in the middle with what looked to be like old, ruined pieces of paper. Like, none of them are really legible at this point. They do look a little shifted around and moved around.
Are there any signs of a recent presence?
Yes.
All
2
right.
out of the 10 lockers are open. And you see a small little figure hunkering down, trying to hide its presence behind the big table.
Alright. I'm gonna say George, I don't know if George had any weapons out, but I'm gonna say if he did, he's put them away. George is going to look in the direction of the figure. I will say specifically he's gonna roll charisma, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case that's necessary. That is a 14 plus, what is his charisma bonus? I think it's at least a 2. Yeah, plus a 2.
What would you like to say?
Hey there! I'm not gonna hurt you. You can come out.
As soon as you say this, you see a little boy's dirty face pop up, and he just puts a finger to his lips.
Oh.
I'm gonna say George kind of looks at this, nods. What does he want to do?
Call in Nancy so she can be checking up, making sure little boy is not injured.
Well, this whole finger to the lips thing makes me think there might be a more immediate concern. I'm gonna say George kind of quietly gets closer, not necessarily like right up to the kid, but
Enough to where you can see him.
yeah, enough to where he can see him. And then George is gonna look at the kid. He's going to take out his gun, not point it at him in any way, like point it away from him, and just kind of hold it up and just kind of point around the room.
Okay.
It's like just kind of trying to see if he can get the kid to tell him where this danger that they should be aware of is.
Okay. As soon as you enter the room, the boy stands up and backs up, like trying to get away from you. As he stands up, you see he's not that old. He seems maybe 11 at most. He's got like a dirty little kind of hat on, it's like a little leather cap. He's holding a big sack on his back, presumably where he keeps his loot and everything. His clothes look dirty and worn. The long sleeve shirt he's wearing is pretty dirty and pretty ruffled. His pants have a few tears in them, and he's just not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
You get a better look around the room inside. So aside from the 10 lockers and the big table, there's also a sink on the left. There's a little rest area, almost as if this was like, pretty much like where the rest hall was. So there's just another little table. There were some playing cards on there, and 2 folding chairs sit out.
All right.
And the boy is just backing away from you.
I'm going to say George stops moving toward him. He's still just kind of doing this thing where he's trying to get the kid to give him some kind of direction on what's going on.
Okay.
He's also actively not talking because of the finger to the mouth.
All right. The boy takes a moment. He scans you over. Doesn't really seem afraid of you. So he kind of doesn't seem to know what you are. But he is weary. You do see he's holding out a kind of a makeshift shiv, as it were. There is a baby mirelurk that's just dead in the room, like next to his feet. Peeking out of his bag, you can see a mirelurk egg.
All right.
So presumably he was just scrounging around and happened to pick up some eggs.
That's going to be a really big sunny side up egg. Sorry.
Gonna say, is George close enough to whisper, or at least speak quietly to the
You
kid?
can speak quietly, yeah. The doors behind you have closed, so you can be relatively certain that so long as you don't
Like scream.
or talk slightly above normal.
I'm gonna say George kind of smiles and looks at the kid. Yeah, I'm not likely to want to take your egg. I don't exactly need it.
He actually seems kind of surprised that you can talk. Well, not that you can talk, but that you aren't berating him. Like, he seemed ready for just a full-on tongue lashing.
So that's obvious to George.
Like, as soon as you started talking in a kind voice, his eyes perked up. Then he immediately went back to being weary, but he's not standing in like a defensive stance. He's just standing there.
I'm gonna say George looks at the kid and still kind of quietly, and then kind of looks at his gun. Well, if I don't have any reason to have this out, I guess I'll just put it away. And he puts his gun back in
As
his
you start
belt.
putting your gun away, he kind of panics. No, no. Don't put it away. Don't put it away.
Okay, never mind. There goes.
So, I'm not in trouble?
Oh, why would you? Okay. I'm gonna say George tries to move closer, but he's like holding his hands up, like, you see me, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. He does allow you to come closer. He still seems on edge, but not really at you anymore, just in general.
Don't worry, the Tin Man's cool. So, I'm assuming we're hiding from a Mirelurk.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe? Okay, well, we shot a bunch of Mirelurks coming in, so I'm assuming more.
Those loud noises were you? Alone?
No, I have friends.
He kind of looks a little scared. Did any of them go in the big room?
No, I was originally going to the big room.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
I say George kind of leans in a more hushed voice. What's in the big room?
He kind of passed the eggs, like, in his bag. A lot more.
Ooh,
Oh.
the nest.
I
I did say it seems like they were here for a long time.
Okay. George kind of looks around, sort of a little paranoid. Then kind of looks at the kid again. So I'm going to go on a limb and assume you have nowhere else to be.
What? No. I just need to make some money, and this guy said that Mirelurk eggs sold for a lot of money.
George takes a more serious face. Please, tell me more about this man who would send a child into a Mirelurk nest.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Well, I'm just with a group of 5 other guys, and they're all adults, and I'm the only kid, since they found me in my settlement after it got attacked by raiders. But they came in after the raiders came and took in anyone they could. Not a lot of us made it, to be fair. And, well, none of us made it. I'm the only one left. And as he's saying this, he seems to start, like, playing with his hands more and more. He seems to start, like, fidgeting a bit.
I'm gonna say George kind of gently puts his hand on the kid's shoulder. You're fine.
He does give a little jump as soon as you touch him, but he settles down.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Sorry, I don't like this place.
I don't say as I blame you. Well, me and my group aren't really here for the Mirelurks, but my inner moron says I should do something about it.
Yeah. Well, when I looked in there, when I was sent here, they told me to gather as many eggs as I could. They could bring in a lot of caps.
Let me ask you a question, kid.
Yeah.
Do you actually like these people, or are you just with them because you have no other options?
Well, I mean, they keep me safe. They do make me do labor's work.
I'm looking at your current scenario, and that "they keep me safe" statement does not seem accurate.
He does seem kind of caught off guard, but he's trying to recompose himself. Well, I mean, they got guns. And we haven't been attacked by raiders. That's a plus.
Are they expecting you back? And then George kind of pauses. And that might not be a good question to ask.
Oh, no, they're expecting you back. When they sent me off, they all waved and were smiling and laughing.
Oh.
Kid, they sent you into a death trap. They didn't expect you to come back.
He almost immediately gets angry. What? No. Look, they're not like that. You don't know anything about them.
George looks at the kid. I'm going to say George is going to roll charisma again for this particular statement. That is a natural 18.
Okay. What are you going to say?
George looks at him. Look, I don't know if you've seen anything like me before, but long story short is I'm very old. I've been around for a couple 100 years. I've seen a lot of people that fit the description of the group you're talking about. They don't care about you. It's painful to think about, but for a lot of people in this world, it's kill or be killed. They sent you here at the best case scenario, hoping you might come back with money for them, and worst case scenario, well, yeah.
Well, they give me allowances.
Is that really worth your life?
He does seem, from the look that he's giving you and from like the way his mouth is moving, it seems like he's trying his best to argue against you, but he just can't get the words out.
Look, I can't promise you safety, but we come from... And George actually pauses. Yeah, you might have seen it. Big hunk of flying metal. We haven't.
Quizzically at you.
We're with the Brotherhood. You know the Brotherhood?
The who?
Okay. You say your friends keep you safe from raiders. Do they have power armor and laser weaponry?
They have armor. I guess it's kind of powerful.
Look, what I'm saying is you don't have to go back with them if you don't want to. We have somewhere safer, where they won't send you into mirelurk nests.
But they saved me.
Yes, and everyone you knew died in their care. Sounds like you saved yourself.
Oh, yeah, I've been good at hiding and running.
George kind of tightens his grip, not in like a harsh way, but just kind of an affirming way. It's like, they don't deserve someone as good as you. You know that, right? What you should do is you should take that egg, you should bring it back with yourself, sell it, make some money for yourself. And if you come with us, you won't have to worry about coming back out here to do this again.
He kind of looks to the ground, thinks it over to himself for a minute, and looks up at you, starts digging around in his pockets, and pulls out 8 caps. Here, this is all the allowance they've given me in the last 2 years. I want to hire you. Just protect me and take me with you.
George kind of looks at these 8 caps, and he looks at the kid, and he looks almost conflicted. Like he doesn't know exactly what he should do, but after a moment he just kind of smiles and he takes one of the caps and is like, this'll do. And he pockets the one cap.
Okay. This kid just nods to you and seems to just follow you now.
Alright.
Welcome to George's orphanage. Take all the children in Fallout.
Oh, God.
Just wait until this one dies.
Oh, God. No! Alright. George kind of looks at the kid, looks at the door. Alright. So, technically we still came here for a reason. Alright. And George kind of, lowers down a bit. Alright. My top priority right now is getting you the hell out of this building. So you and me are going to walk through that door quietly, and then we're going to walk back out. Okay?
Okay.
If you see any people, they're my friends. Just don't worry about saying hi. We'll say hi later. Just walk quietly out of the building, and then we'll get to safety.
You do hear him, under his breath. Well, that's kind of rude. Okay, yeah.
Don't worry, they won't mind. They just don't want us to anger the many, many demon crabs.
Lad might mind.
Oh, God damn it. If you see someone with a pink sniper rifle, just wave to them.
You should probably tell him about the ghoul.
Oh, God. The voice is in my head. Oh, God. Alright, George, kind of ruminating on the that's kind of rude statement, does look at the kid and okay, I'll tell you who you're looking for. You can wave to him, just please don't say anything, because quiet.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, we got a ghoul. Do you know what a ghoul is?
The big, scary old things.
Close enough. There's a ghoul. He's on our side. We have a young woman. We got a young man. The young man has a pink sniper rifle. Looks like a dork. just wave to him. And I swear to God, if he says hello out loud, I will punch him in the face.
Aren't they your friends?
They may be my friends, but they're not very smart sometimes. And then George kind of looks off into the air. Then again, I have my moments. Anyway. Okay, we good?
Don't forget the dog.
Right, also there's a dog.
Oh, God, Truffles, please don't bark.
Oh, no. Don't give
John, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Fuck it up.
Truffles, no.
Truffles just looked at the child. Bork.
Looks over at the child. You can almost see him smile. He just starts barking as loud as possible.
You motherfucker. Alright, so George is gonna head to the door. He's gonna quietly open it and gesture for the kid to head out into the hallway.
Alright. As this is happening, Lucas and Nancy, what would you like to be doing? Because you have finished up by now in your respective rooms.
Well, I guess. See, logically, Lucas is going to continue progressing through the building. However, he's going to pass by George and the kid, and just kind of see
another one.
So, still stealthing. As I'm leaving the room, I kind of
Orphan Mon, gotta catch 'em all.
I look around the corner. I see George coming out with the kid, ducked low.
From when you finished the medical center is about when George entered the other room.
Oh,
You saw
okay.
him going in.
Okay.
You have enough time to search the other room, come out, and then you'll probably see them.
Hey, you want to give me that medical stuff?
Yeah, I'll go to Nancy. Nancy, in your inventory, please add the 3 isopropyl alcohol. Please add.
Hold on 1 second.
Isopropylene.
Propylene.
Isopropylon.
Michael, shut
What?
the fuck up. Isopropyl.
Propylene is a kind of plastic. So what's the first thing I'm adding? I'm sorry.
Add 3 isopropyl alcohol, or just isopropyl. Like, we'll know what it is. I'm giving you
How do you spell that?
ISOPROPYL.
ISO. What after that? Sorry.
PROPYL.
Oh, I found it. All right. Alcohol. All right.
And then 3 gauze. Got it?
3 goose.
How does spell?
I just put GAUSS. I think that's correct. I don't think it is.
No,
I put a
it's
Z,
G-A-U-Z-E.
Okay, that was my second guess.
Oh, I did do it right. Yay!
Hooray, Marina knows basic grammar.
I'm only an English major.
Hey, English is a fucked up language.
It
That's
really
true.
fucking is.
And go ahead and add to your inventory 2 more stim packs.
Oh. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Boop, boop. Alright.
So I can say at this time that Lucas, Nancy, Truffles, and Vlad have kind of met up in front of the medical room. So just for clarity of where you are.
Gotcha. After Nancy tucks away all the goodies, she kind of turns to the other 2. So, where's George?
Fuck if I know. Wait, you said I saw him enter the room, John?
Yeah.
Okay, he's over here, and I'll make my way up there.
Okay.
Nancy follows,
Vlad follows
and kind of
behind.
muttering to herself, "Please don't be killed. Please."
Oh, you think George would die quietly? I will tell you now, if I'm ever in a scenario where I think George is actually likely to die, he is pulling the pin on a grenade.
Yeah, but what if he didn't know he was gonna die? You never know.
I feel like John would be kind enough to give us, except for in like extraordinary circumstances, he would give us a last laugh opportunity.
I mean, I would try. But as you guys are walking, and as Nancy is muttering that, Vlad, alternatively, is muttering, he might have died.
Wow, the lack of faith. For someone who has seen Vlad's
Slowly
life
turns to Vlad.
multiple times.
Vlad, I'm pretty sure if he was in actual danger, we would have already heard about 3 of those sticks of dynamite go off. At least.
Probably.
But he's always
Unless it's
loud.
one of those things.
Exactly. If he was in danger, we would have heard it.
Unless it was one of the things.
Both of you stop that right now.
I'm sorry, but we got to consider the possibilities.
Stop that right now. Anyways, I'm cracking the door open and I'm kind of peeking in.
Right. As you're opening the door, like pushing the door in, George, you're pushing the door out. Leave.
God damn it.
So both of you, as soon as you press on the door, there's a force pushing against you.
I'd say George immediately stops pushing on it and raises his gun and points it at the door.
Do I hear him pull back the hammer, John?
No, he doesn't necessarily pull back the hammer. He's just pointing the gun.
You do hear a quick shuffling.
Hey, George, put it down.
Keep your goddamn voice down.
And I'll pull the door open.
You see George and a small child.
I see immediately upon seeing the child, and I kind of like blink a couple times. Mouth is kind of lolling open. It's like
George looks
and
at
Lucas. I look at George. We're bringing a. Where the fuck did the kid come from?
They were having a sale.
You hear from behind George. Wow, you're wrinkly.
George turns to the kid. Shh. So he doesn't actually make the shushing noise. He just does the finger open mouth. Then he does the same thing to Lucas.
Nancy kind of pops her head from behind Lucas, like in those freaking cartoons, where like they look through a doorway, and she just, for a moment, her face lights up with like, surprise as she starts to say, "Belt." Oh.
Ooh, a new victim.
Oh.
I'm gonna say George catches that. Actually, do I have to roll something, or can George just have caught that?
You could have caught
You
that.
can spot that.
George.
Vlad also spotted that.
George, for a moment, looks kind of like he's got like that sad smile going, where he's like, "Oh."
Completely
Aw.
forgot you can make facial expressions now.
Yeah, no, he absolutely can. He absolutely can make facial expressions now.
Oh shit! I got choco in my fucking drawer. Nice. Sorry.
Okay. I like to imagine Lucas was just checking a drawer and he's like, "Oh, sweet chocolate." His head's full of all these. And suddenly, just a wall next to him collapses. It's like a glowing Mirelurk queen just...
John, you know the scene in Road to El Dorado where they're like hugging each other and screaming?
Oh my god. I like to imagine that's Nancy and Vlad. Freaking are the ones hugging. And I just like to imagine Lucas just standing there holding this bar of chocolate. He's staring at this monstrosity. It's like,
I'm holding the chocolate in one hand, I got my gun in the other.
And before he fires, he takes a chop out of it without even unwrapping it.
The wrapper adds more flavor.
Exactly. Alright, anyway.
Lucas, take two
There's
rats.
something special about just ruining a heartwarming moment with a funny one.
So George just kind of... I'm going to say George actually takes the kid's hand and kind of pulls him through the doorway. Like, not like pulls, but like guides him through. It's like, and as he does this, George is going to look at the rest of the party and then just kind of point his head toward... He's going to point toward the big room, and then he's just gonna make freaking big X with his arms and just shake his head in the negative.
Okay, but in response, Lucas is going to look at the room when you point at it, look back at George, put his hands up, shrug, and then look at the kid, and then point at the room without looking away from him.
Okay. So you're asking...
Are you like
asking
trying to
the kid?
indicate if he wants to go in there?
No, I'm like, why is he telling me don't go in there?
Well, you're using nonverbal communication, so...
I'm an 11-year-old boy.
George had moderate success.
Okay. So, the boy does look over at you. You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll for it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Killed this kid.
Okay. For whatever reason, because he was basically going on sign language himself when he saw George. I'm like, just to stay quiet. He knows what Lucas was saying and pats the big, like, almost like Santa Claus style bag he has on his back with, like, the Mirelurk eggs popping out. And then he points to the other room.
Nancy
I'm
slowly... Sorry.
I'm gonna, at him, like, motioning to the sack on his back. I'm gonna look at George. I'm gonna look at my gun. I'm gonna look at the room. I'm gonna look back at George.
Okay.
George is just gonna look at Lucas. At first with a neutral expression that slowly sours. It just like slowly turns to a frown and he just shakes his head no.
What would Nancy like to do?
Nancy was gonna turn to Vlad and whisper, "There's a hive of them."
So we have the two... Oh, God damn it. Everyone, including the small child, is using nonverbal communication. And then, of course... Actually, no. That's unfair to Nancy. Vlad was just as likely in my mind to break this. It was a toss-up. It was basically whichever one of them had the thought first. Like, man, everyone's being really quiet. Maybe I should say something. That's exactly what I imagine goes through their head.
Vlad does look around and mainly faces George and Lucas. So, did any one of you find an oil tanker?
George kind of face pretty George's for a moment, and then he just kind of...
I mean, it's a valid question.
He just kind of points toward the exit. Like, how about we talk outside?
All right. I will say, as like, is everyone going to leave?
Yeah, I guess.
Nancy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you all start to walk away, from behind you, you do hear.
Oh, God damn it. George turns around.
There's nothing there. You just hear it coming from that other room.
I'm gonna say, as they're getting closer to the entrance, George is gonna lean toward the kid. When you were looking in the big room, did you see any, like, giant containers?
The kid looks up at you. Yeah, there were two of them, and a big, like, sliding door.
George actively sighs deeply.
Real quick question,
Yeah,
Dean.
we're going in that room.
Real quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy kneels down to the kid. What's your name, sweet pea?
Oh,
Reginald von Bartlesby.
My name is Frankenfurter.
No, he just looks at Nancy in the most genuine look. He's just like,
My name is Princey Fluffy Butts.
no, go fuck yourself.
And that's when Nancy's like, let's leave him to die.
the boy does look up at you. Oh, well, do you want my first name or the name that my new friends gave me?
I want your... Wait, new friends?
George looks at the kid. I would refrain from telling me the name your friends gave you, because it will increase my desire to murder them.
In that case, please tell me, child.
God damn it.
George looks. George. The boy looks concerned up at George, but then looks over at Nancy. They just call me Mule. I don't really know what that means, but
George's eye twitches. Somehow. Despite not having
I didn't
eyelids.
quite hear John. What did he say?
He said his name is Mule.
Or
That's
what-
the name his friends gave him?
yeah.
I'm gonna lean down towards him. I'm like gonna squat down. How many of these friends have you got?
Oh, there are 5 of them.
Cool.
Ooh, I like those odds.
And at that, John, I'm going to reach into my ammo pouch. I'm gonna pull out 5 rounds, and I'm gonna take with the tip of my knife over on the bullet itself. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just hold them up to him.
Okay. He looks up
George!
at you, very confused.
George
One
looks.
for each of them.
George looks at Lucas. He doesn't dislike them that much.
I
He
just
does
pat you
look over.
towards the side eye.
He does look up to Lucas. Oh no, yeah, no, I don't dislike them. They treat me well. They feed me. They always laugh and have fun when they talk to me.
Nancy turns to the kid. Let's change the subject for now. We do have work to do, gentlemen. So we would like to know your real name.
Oh, it's Sam.
Oh, I love that name. Sorry, that was a me thing, not a Nancy thing.
Good, because that noise would have probably attracted any and all nearby milers.
Sorry,
John.
Sam is one of my favorite names.
Hey, John, put me on autopilot for a few. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say George looks at the rest of the party as well as Sam. Alright, well, it looks like we need to go into that hellhole of a room, but I want to get you out of here first.
Since I'm controlling Lucas, Lucas pulls out his gun and shoots Sam.
And that's when they killed Lucas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So-
How close are they basically at the exit at this point?
They're pretty much in the entrance lobby.
Alright, so now that George feels relatively safe, George is gonna look at Sam. Alright, so. Oh, we have another friend out here and a vertibird. Do you know what a vertibird is?
Is that a bird?
No. It's a flying vehicle. That's how we got here.
A bigger bird?
Sure. It's a bird you can sit inside and it will take you places.
That sounds gross.
Well, it's not made of meat. It's made of metal, which, I mean, I guess that could qualify as gross to me. I don't even know anymore.
He does look up at you as you say it's made of metal. You're made of metal.
Yeah, well, expect me to take them places. So I don't know. Now I'm having an existential crisis. Whatever the case, we have a friend who's over by one of those. You're gonna hang out with him for a bit, and then we're going to go back into the room with the eggs.
But I paid you
Can I
money.
walk with? Can I walk him over?
If you want,
I do.
uh,
This isn't
George looks at Sam, and I intend to hold that very close. I will make sure you're okay. But we also kind of came here for something that's in that room, and we kind of need it so that all of our other friends don't die horribly.
He kind of looks around at the group, seeing how well armed everyone is. Do you guys want the eggs too?
No.
No.
Honestly, we could care less about the eggs. Remember those containers I asked about?
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, we need those.
Why?
To save
Well-
a lot of people.
Well, you know how I mentioned the big flying birds?
Yeah.
Well, we live inside of a giant one, like the size of a settlement. But the problem is, it needs fuel, like a generator, to stay moving. We don't
Yeah.
have much fuel.
Where do you get it? Maybe I could help.
Oh.
You might be able to help later, but right now our main problem is we don't have anything to store the fuel. So the big containers are going to be what we use to store it.
Well, I can help. I could follow you around, or I could collect things for you if you need me to.
Tell you what, Sam. You can be a very big help. We have an awesome, awesome friend. Oh my god, guys, as a player, I'm blanking out on his name. What is
Charles?
Lucas's boyfriend? Charles. Oh my god, it's been so long. Sam, we have a friend. He can be a little scared sometimes. You can look after him for us, can't you? His name is Charles. He's really nice.
He
Can you look after him until we get back?
looks over at Nancy. Oh, is he a kid too?
He's
On
a
the
kid in
inside.
spirit.
On the inside.
He's mostly a grouchy man.
What?
We're talking about your boy toy.
Matt, they're talking shit.
Give the rundown of what you said about Charles.
They called him a boy.
Well, specifically, Sam called him a boy.
Nancy was describing him as a scared little boy.
I did not say he was a little boy.
He was just scared and needs someone to be there with him.
I look towards Nancy. I will not be able to stop him from kicking your ass if he decides to do so.
I might try to stop him from kicking my own ass, so,
That would probably be your best bet.
yeah.
Either
I
way.
figured you would probably let him beat my ass, but
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not a matter of me letting him. It's a matter of I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Say George looks at Sam and just kind of again puts his hand on his shoulder. Sam, like I said, I promised I'd protect you, and if you want to help, we'd love to have you help. I just don't want you fighting giant mutant crab monsters.
Yeah, I could do without that.
So when we're doing things that don't involve fighting giant mutant crab monsters, I'll let you know.
All right, so where do you want me now?
Are they outside by this point?
Yeah.
George is going to... George is actively going to walk Sam over to Charles and that vertibird.
Okay.
Well, while I'm gonna follow alongside you because I'm gonna try and convince Charles to help us deal with this situation.
I mean, George does not need help.
I also want to drop off another stim pack to Charles because he's our other medic.
Fair. Was just saying, if Charles tried to argue, there would be problems.
Okay. So is everyone going to walk back over to the vertebrates?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I would say George actually looks at Vlad and Nancy, and by proxy, Truffles. Stay over here and just kind of keep an eye on things, since me and Lucas are about to come right back over here anyway.
Vlad looks over to George. Do you want me to go in there on my own?
No! No. Point your guns down this hallway, and if you see anything move, let me clarify.
Yes, please clarify.
If you see any of those crab things, shoot them, but preferably only if it looks like they see you.
Okay. Doable.
By the way, me and
So
Lucas will be back in like 2 minutes. So just stare down the hallway and make sure nothing comes out.
Alright.
George looks at Nancy and specifically leans in close. Please control him.
I shall. I can't make any promises,
And then,
but I'll do my best.
and then Truffles, George, without really trying to hide it. And then
Nancy just kind of pouts and looks at George as he walks away. Just like, really?
I mean, that was... He didn't say save us from Nancy or Vlad. He just said save us all.
Yeah, but she's still like,
As George is walking away, in the back of his mind, all he hears is, "That'll cost you 2 souls."
Oh, Jesus.
I'm pretty sure if Truffles actively asked George to collect his souls, George's first question would be, whose souls can they be? Do you accept, like, pedophile souls? Are those valid?
Alright, so you're just walking Sam to the vertebrates?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, we'll stick with George and Lucas.
Well, it should be quick, hopefully.
Yeah. So, as you walk outside and as you're going towards the vertebrates, you do see the 4 pilots and Charles all, like, gathered around and huddled in a little circle.
Mm.
They're actively just talking to each other, but not loud enough for you to hear them.
George wants to roll perception to try and hear them.
Okay.
Because George has a feeling they talking shit. That is a 19 flat.
That is also a 19 flat for Lucas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, as you round the corner and you see Charles and the 4 vertebrate pilots actively, like, huddled up and talking, your immediate instinct is to try and listen in.
Because apparently we don't trust them.
As you listen in, all you hear is predominantly Charles talking.
Mm.
And it kind of matches up with what he's pointing. He's pointing to the other guys and talking. Okay, so you put down 30 caps. They're going to die? Got it. You did 50? They're going to survive. Okay. You, 20? You could be higher, but okay, I got it. They're going to die. And you? Only 5 caps, man. Come on. All right. Yeah, no. I get it. They're going to live.
As George gets...
I pick up a pebble and throw it at them.
Oh, no. I want George to actively try to, before he does that, pipe up, we lived, bitch, fork up the money.
As he hears you approaching, Charles looks at you, Lucas, and the boy, and turns around to the 4 pilots. I mean, half of them are dead.
No, they're just standing over by the door.
No, they're still alive. They're keeping watch.
Are you going back in?
I'm hoping I can get you to come with us.
No.
I mean,
What, really? Really?
Yes, really.
You're just not going to help us.
Look, you told me, and he crosses his arms and looks at you like in obviously trying flamboyant way.
oh my god.
Look, you, and he points at you, Lucas, you told me to stay here and help these fine gentlemen with the vertebrates.
Well, now we know where the takers are.
Also,
Great.
it seems like you're more gambling on our lives than working on the vertebrates.
That too. I see a severe lack of tools.
Actually, I see quite a few tools.
Useful tools, sorry.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Charles has a tool you find useful.
Shut up.
So Charles leans in a little, like not trying to hide what he's saying, but he leans in. Yeah, I'm trying to make the group money. What are you doing?
If I die, it'll kill you.
Be honest, Charles. You'd miss us if we were gone.
I'd miss one of you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I know, I'm quite glorious.
I slapped George on the head.
George looks at Lucas and laughs. You know I can't feel pain, right?
I know, that's why I can continue to do it with no repercussion. I slapped him 2 more times.
I mean, that doesn't mean I won't shoot you for it.
Charles looks back at both of you. I was talking about truffles.
Yiff.
I'm like, really? Sure. George just kind of rolls his eyes. Alright, so, new job for you fine folks. We have a new friend. And George gestures towards Sam. He's gonna be keeping you company.
Sam kind of gives like a half-hearted wave. Where'd you get this one?
His friends sent him here to gather mirelurk eggs from a nest. He's hired me to be his new protector. Now I'm doing that.
He
By
looks.
proxy.
Charles does look at George. You took money from a boy.
George leans into Charles. He was the one who asked to hire me. I literally took 1 cap, so he thought he'd hire me.
You sick bastard.
If I could spit on you, I would. I don't have a salivatory gland. I am specifically saying he did say that. If I had a salivatory gland, I would spit on you.
Charles sighs, then motions for Sam to come over to the group. And getting a quick glance around, you do see that there are a bunch of oil drums, like pretty much stacked up and seemingly ready to be loaded up and transported should you not have found any tankards. So they did gather up like all of the oil drums in the area.
I'm gonna say George looks at Charles. Okay, you earned some brownie points. Good job. I
Charles,
hear the purring.
That's a very loud pussy. Is that Shadow or is that Marina's cat?
It's my cat.
Okay. I also like John's sort of like disappointed response to Matt there. It's like,
My baby kitty.
Alright.
He's so cute.
So yeah, George is just gonna kind of come up on Sam one last time. Alright. We'll be back hopefully soon. You might hear some explosions. Oh, who am I kidding? You will hear explosions.
Sam looks to George and gives like a almost salute-ish, and he says, "Don't worry, I'll protect the scaredy cat."
George smiles and salutes back and then marches actually marches back to the building. Meanwhile, the cat god smiles on us from above.
Everyone feels slightly happier.
Yep.
Is Truffles, the cat
Truffles
god is
purrs.
Truffles' arch nemesis?
No, I now choose to believe Truffles purrs. No, it's totally normal. All dogs purr.
Don't destroy the headphones.
All dogs purr and speak German periodically.
9!
Right.
So, George and Lucas are going back?
Yep.
Okay. Vlad and Nancy.
Yes.
So, as you're watching George and Lucas walk away, would you want to talk about anything?
I don't know. Does Vlad want to talk about anything?
How about that sports ball?
He's just looking down the hallway. His gun ready.
So, Vlad,
Yeah?
I don't suppose you have siblings.
Oh boy.
He kind of sighs to himself. No, I don't have any siblings.
They could be dead.
Oh, God.
He does turn to Nancy. Then again, I did recently find out that I have a family, so...
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I was wondering if your dad, like, threw any more surprises at you, like, hey, here's all your 10 sisters or something. I don't know.
Maybe his psychotic robot mother killed all the others.
Vlad does look at Nancy. Well, I mean, and he seems kind of trying hard to figure out what to call Timothy. Well, my father told me that he has 2 brothers, and those
are your
in
uncles.
the brotherhood.
I don't remember this being brought up.
Not to you, no.
Ooh.
Nancy asks questions.
It was when Brad went off on his own.
So you have uncles. That's cool.
I guess, yeah.
I choose to believe that awkward silence actually. Cool.
So, I have another question.
Yeah?
Where do dolphins come from?
I choose to believe Nancy doesn't know they exist.
Probably not, to be honest. We're just gonna go to the shore one day and Nancy's just gonna begin screaming.
So, why is it pink?
What?
Your sniper. Why is it pink?
What do you mean?
Is that your favorite?
Do you not like
it? Is it your... No, I'm just wondering, is that like your favorite color, or is that the color it came in, or...
Well...
Is there a story to that?
There's kind of a story.
I'm listening.
Well, many eons ago.
There was a pink matter called Pinkanemium.
Pinkanemium, yeah.
So, when I was a child, I couldn't see colors very well.
Aww.
And I thought the color I chose was red.
Okay.
Technically, I
But
did.
it. So you thought it was going to be red?
Yeah. And for a long time, I thought it was red.
Oh. Well, pink is a nice color.
I've grown on it.
I wish all my weapons had, like, cool colors. But that does make them easy to spot for the enemy, I suppose. Do you have issues with that?
A lot.
Well, I mean, if the sound it makes doesn't give it away.
It is at this point, down the hall, you see a Mirelurk walk out of the room on the far right.
Vlad?
Yeah.
Vlad? You see that, friend?
And Vlad looks down the hallway.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Wait, but he said shoot.
No, he said shoot if it sees you. Clearly if it sees you.
Well,
Have you heard the phrase, don't shoot till you see the white of their eyes? It's like that. Don't
Have you
do it.
looked in their eyes?
Shh, you know what I mean?
That's a fair point from Team Vlad.
Yeah, it is.
Vlad looks at Nancy. There's also try and kill it before it can even look at you.
Yeah, but there's also, if you kill it before it sees you, its friends will hear, and then you dead.
Potentially.
Vlad, if you kill me, my ghost will haunt your ass for eternity.
I need to make a roll.
Oh, no. Because you're
Okay.
talking.
Vlad looks at you, looks at the Mirelurk, then looks back at you. I'll risk it.
No!
Pulls up his rifle and aims it at the Mirelurk.
Can I roll to, like, shove that thing out of his hand?
You could try.
What would I be rolling?
I guess strength.
Alright.
Against Vlad's
Fucking
strength.
God.
Hot nat 20. Ooh!
A natural 1.
Okay, John, Nancy has to do something spectacular for this cosmic alignment of a 1 and a 20.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah, you're the one doing it.
Oh, okay. Nancy, you know how people can tase you with their fingers?
You're gonna jab him in the kidney?
With one hand, she does that, and the other hand, she shoves the gun down to the dirt.
Tase people with just that statement. Just like you know how you can read people's thoughts if you drink enough Gatorade? You know.
Okay, so I need you to describe what you're doing.
Okay. So she puts her hands up. Out of instinct, I don't know why this is her instinct, but it is. She takes her
Punches him in the dick.
two fingers, her pointer finger and her middle finger, tases him in the
You
the
don't
waist
have a taser.
with her fingers.
What do you mean?
Are you just like when you jab someone really hard? It's also called tasing.
No, that's called jabbing them really hard.
No, I
It's also
choose
called
to.
tasing in high school.
You know what?
Are you in high school? No.
All right. You know what? Can I
Sometimes I
make a
wonder.
proposition, John and Marina?
Yes.
Because Vlad is stupid enough to have this happen. can Nancy just finger gun at him and have him be so, like...
So what? Have him be so what?
No,
Yeah, we didn't hear the rest.
so she just, like, finger guns at him, and he just panics and drops the gun.
Can that happen, John?
No.
Okay.
Aww.
Never mind. Marina, do your thing.
Alright, so... Are they standing, or are they sitting?
They're standing.
Alright. Have you guys seen Iron Man 2?
Yes. There's a lot of build-up for this.
Have you guys seen the scene with Black Widow? Where she literally, like, wraps around a guy and knocks him down?
Are you You know what?
You're gonna snap his neck with your robotic leg.
Can I point out, you're doing this so that you don't make Miss Meyerlurk aware to your presence. Perhaps pile-driving Vlad will not help with that problem. And knowing Vlad, he will somehow find a way to pull the trigger or, like, drop it in such a fashion that it gets pulled anyway.
In that case,
Just
Nancy's gonna...
Just snatch it from him.
She's gonna point... I gotta think of something clever that she could be like, look, it's blank.
You rolled strength.
Just take the gun. Just take the gun.
Yeah, but you guys wanted me to make it, like...
Don't
You know,
listen
that
to
was a
them. Do what
mistake.
you want to do.
Ignore us. We're dumb.
How about... She... we're taking too long to think about this.
I
So,
Yes,
wrap
we
the gun.
aren't.
No, you rip the gun from him, please.
Yeah, just rips the gun from him and keeps it pointed far away. So he, you know, and she just goes, "This is mine now.
Okay.
I can't trust you with this." Okay?
As you pull the gun away,
Oh God, no.
I did say he rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
As you pull the gun away, you immediately like whip it behind you. And at this moment, George and Lucas are rounding the corner.
No.
Which one of us is making a dex save?
That depends. Which one of you wants to make a dex save?
You know what? Let's keep the tradition of Vlad shooting George alive.
Because as it gets ripped away from him, Vlad pulls the trigger.
George, I hope George fails this. George rolled a 5.
Okay.
John, I guess the way to work this is you're going to roll damage, and depending on if the damage is higher than that...
It's a 20.
Oh.
Oh, for Christ's
No!
sake.
No!
So George and Lucas are like wrapped in the corner having a jovial conversation when all of a sudden, quack! And George is fucking knocked to the ground.
That's how I imagined it. As George is happily walking the corner, having not a care in the world, he was just blasted and knocked on his ass.
Oh my fucking God. I swear.
That was 6 points of damage you're taking.
6 points. Okay, that's fine.
The 20 was to hit.
Okay, I thought.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Yep.
that was not 20 damage.
I need to mute my mic for a second, but I'll still be listening. Just imagine George is lying on the ground, staring into the air.
Lucas is Georging.
So, Lucas and George, from what you can see, Vlad looks surprised. Nancy looks happy angry. And she's holding Vlad's sniper.
Don't blame it on her. Please don't blame it on her. She tried so hard.
Nancy, why did that gun fire?
Because Vlad shot it, and I tried to take it away from him. I tried so hard, and she looks like she's gonna freaking kill Vlad.
Lucas, I'm already pulling my gun out. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say I'm 90% sure that every Mirelurk inside that facility knows we're out here.
Yeah, Vlad.
I'm just gonna ballpark 90% sure they know.
George.
Yeah, Vlad.
George slowly stands up, pulls out. He very calmly walks up to Vlad and Nancy, looks at both of them, and
Nancy
then just
backs the hell up. Nope. You listen to me. I tried so hard.
and then
Vlad turns
So
to,
hard.
Vlad turns to Nancy. You ripped it out of my hands!
You were going to shoot a Mirelurk that didn't even see us.
George is going to, first and foremost, pull out his gun and point it at the Mirelurk, which is presumably charging us right now.
It is. It's absolutely charging you.
And hold on a second, because I'm not at my dice, so I'm gonna have to use the dice app, so I need to figure out what the hell that is. There it is. Okay, so George has rolled a 15. What's my agility bonus? A 1?
For George, yes.
So that's a 16. He rolled a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then rolled 18 for damage.
Alright.
Plus, what is it, 4 for the double mag? Or whatever the bonus for...
The double mag, yes, has 4.
Okay, so yeah, it's 22 damage.
Alright.
And after firing it, George, still looking at the Mirelurk, just goes, quack.
So, the bullet that you shot at the Mirelurk, I'll say, as it's charging, you shot and just broke off one of its legs, and it just falls forward. So, it's currently prone right now. Would you like to do anything?
Anybody?
George. I mean, I'm assuming George can't attack again, so someone else is gonna have to do something.
Vlad is without a weapon right now.
I mean, oh no, he doesn't have the katana because he gave that to James. Oh, that's right.
Can George take the quack shot from
No.
Nancy and give it to Vlad?
Nancy's gonna do it.
Lucas is shooting at the fucking Mirelurk.
Good.
Nancy's aiming in the quack gun.
What's my fucking bonus? Hold on, let me scroll back up. Alright.
This may be Nancy's only chance.
John, 16 total.
To hit?
Yeah.
That hit.
Cool. Right, there's that. First shot was 9, second shot was 18 damage.
Alright. As soon as you fire on it, it immediately lets out like a shriek of pain.
Oh
and
no.
it flops over, but its legs are still moving. It's alive, barely.
Well,
Nancy's gonna
why loud?
take Oh, sorry. You first.
I was just saying, get your fucking guns ready.
All right. Nancy has the quack shot aimed specifically, like where it would probably be put out of its misery, like where the neck meets the head sort of part, if that can be
Good luck hitting
distinguishable.
that.
Oh,
Good luck hitting something that doesn't exist on a Mirelurk.
She's gonna go for the head shot. That's a 17.
17, that hit.
Yes. And then I roll for damage, right?
Yep.
19.
All right. So, as soon as you pull up the quack shot, you aim it directly at the Mirelurk to just put it out of its misery. You fire. The sniper itself is strong enough to rattle your whole body to where you
Jesus.
almost drop the sniper. And the bullet just rips a hole straight through the Mirelurk's head and out the back of the shell. That thing's dead. I need to remember how much XP that is.
I get XP.
Glad I would have gotten XP.
How much XP?
I'm looking.
Okay.
How many times would you reckon Vlad has shot George? I want an accurate number to give to my boyfriend. You had to guess.
If I had to guess, 8.
8. Okay, that sounds about accurate.
Are you talking to your boyfriend right now?
I'm just giving him an update on my evening.
That's adorable.
I have been shot by our sniper for the 8th time.
This is so romantic.
4 XP to George, Lucas, and Nancy.
Alright, cool.
Just so you know, right now, John, you sound like one of the think tanks.
Yes.
Nancy has 30 out of 90 XP.
I am at 61 of 100 XP.
I'm at 47% quack.
Actually, that's Nancy right now.
Quack.
Alright. So, you don't see any other Mirelurks coming out of that back room.
Nancy just...
I would like to roll perception to see, just to notice if there's anything digging.
Okay.
Natural 13.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing digging around you.
Okay.
Nancy takes the quack shot and just kind of pushes it against Vlad, like, take it. Don't ever do that again. Please, just listen to me next time.
Vlad yanks it out of your hand. Yeah, I could say the same. Don't do that again.
Do what?
I'm gonna say George specifically looks at Vlad. I distinctly said, do not shoot unless it was coming towards you. Nancy, was it coming towards him?
Nope.
George looks at Vlad. Doesn't say anything. He just looks disapprovingly at Vlad.
Okay.
Nancy looks like a proud tattletale child right now.
George then looks at Nancy as she does that. No one likes a snitch.
Nancy kind of pouts, but is kind of smiling.
I'm not angry, just disappointed.
Yeah, Vlad.
In both of you.
Mostly you, Vlad.
I don't believe I said that.
Yeah, but you thought it, didn't you?
George just kind of shakes his head and starts walking down the hallway.
Nancy sticks out her tongue at Vlad and follows George.
God damn it! Why are you acting like children?
Because they are children. Michael, you and me are both
Started
over
it.
100 years old.
I forget sometimes. I feel like occasionally George forgets he's an ancient machine.
Alright, so everyone walking down the hallway?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you're walking down the hallway, you do hear a lot of stirring from further on inside.
Fun.
They didn't hear me.
Maybe they're making pasta.
So, as you get closer to the door, you still hear quite a bit of shuffling, a lot of pretty much similar noises to what you heard earlier. Like a lot of just...
George is just
the
going...
door.
George, in typical George fashion, is just gonna waltz into the room. Actually, I will say, as he does that, he is going to inject himself with a stim pack.
Nancy's gonna stop and not follow him. Just kind of wait a little bit. Just kind of say, "Hey, George.
That's a sound choice. How much do stim packs heal again?
That's a good question.
And in that moment, Timothy joined the party.
Oh, there's the sheet.
It's been a minute.
Timothy just pops out of the ground. Stim packs heal approximately 25 health. And then he just pops back underground like a mole. And we all just kind of stare at the ground, not really sure what we just witnessed.
We don't blame you, John. It's been a minute since we played.
Also,
How long has it been since we last did this,
at least a
Yes.
month. I'm going to lead the call for a second, but that's just because I'm swapping to my laptop.
You slut.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, I was out, and I'm in it. I don't know the rest of that song, but that part is funny. There was the sound of silence. Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Get out.
That's a good horror movie.
Is there a echo for you guys?
No.
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 Okay. Because I think the sound is coming out of the TV. Not my headset, which is a little bit of a problem. I'll see if I can't.
B16 new school.
Okay, I fixed it. Alright, yep, we can continue. Sorry about that. My phone was dying.
Good. That's all things do.
Yes.
Alright, so you're actively going to try and enter the room?
Yep. George is just calmly waltzing in.
Okay.
As George do.
Yep. Hello, Death.
Hello, Demon. It's your boy. George.
It's your boy, George. Just the death just comes out. Hey, it's my boy. Where you been? How you
Avoiding
doing?
you. All right.
Actually, you're always flirting with death.
George just shoots the Grim Reaper.
Ooh, you're forward. I like that.
All right. Anyway, yes, George walks into the abyss. Does it
Death
look
is
back?
thirsty for George.
Does the abyss look back?
Well, I can say we should probably start a Facebook group for George. Always remember.
Always remember. Never forget. It's just a picture.
Not one more. Never again.
Oh my god. Many Georges were lost.
Many faces of George was lost.
It was George D-Day.
Oh, have you or a loved one suffered, George? Call this toll-free number.
1-800-GEORGE.
Ooh.
Alright. What the fuck does George see?
Okay. Well, if you would go over to the D&D encounter.
Oh god.
Da-na-na-na.
17 Meyer. That's actually quite a few.
Hold on. Oh, shit.
Wait, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, fucking hold
Do I
on.
want to see it?
Maybe.
Damn it. Hold on.
It's me, your boy.
I love that reaction. 17 Meyer. Oh boy, that's a lot.
Oh my god.
Hold on, John. I'm gonna do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, load the thing. I want to see the Murlurks.
The Malorks.
The Malorkies.
Order. Bring to front. Okay. Now we can move our fucking tokens without fucking with shit.
Yay! Okily dokily.
I don't see
17! Oh, that's actually quite a few.
Alright. So, George,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you enter, you do notice that you're on a catwalk. And
Alright.
the catwalk does loop around to the bottom, like south of where you are, and just kind of loops around over to. Let me just.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So the stairs are right there, and the catwalk loops around over there.
Alright.
But you do see this seems to be like a garage area, and son of a bitch. That is where like there's like a double door garage that seems to open up pretty wide, and you do see the two tankers just standing there. Well, yeah, two tankers in the room, surrounded by Mirelurk eggs. Like almost the entire floor is covered in them.
George, why'd you do it?
And there are
Why'd
7
you do
adult Mirelurks that all seem to almost instantaneously look up at you as you open
George,
the door.
why'd you do it?
So they're below me?
They are. Everything is below you. Right now they can't reach you.
I'm assuming there is a funnel point they must go to.
Yeah, they have to go up the stairs.
How close am I to those
The
stairs?
stairs are right here.
Okay, hold on. I had to look away for a moment. The stairs are... Okay, right. Alright, so George has a little bit of a walk to get there.
Mm-hmm. So they're Mirelurks.
How far would you say George can get in, like, one movement?
one movement on like a walking or a sprint?
I'll say a sprint.
You get about a little over halfway.
All right. George is going to get to that halfway point, and then he is going to drop a frag mine.
Okay.
And then he is going to begin walking backwards. Yes, I forgot the bundle snook. The birdle snack. Burble
The Babadook.
The Babbledock. So yes, George is dropping a landmine right about here, and then he's going to start walking backwards. Can he fire, or does the landmine count as
The landmine would count as his action.
Then yeah, George is just going to begin walking backwards.
So where are you placing the landmine?
Right where he is currently.
Okay, let me put...
So in their direct, like, they have to go across this point to get to him.
And then you're going to walk back to, like, about there.
Alright.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Because you've just seen George walk in and haven't heard anything.
Luke's gonna follow in behind him.
Okay.
Nancy's got her weapons ready and is walking on in there.
Alright, Vlad is doing the same.
Yep.
You're all met with the same scenario. You are all on a catwalk, and you do see George further into the catwalk, and there's just a frag mine on the ground. And he's just looking very happy with himself.
Did George activate the frag mine? Did I need to specify that George activated the landmine, John?
I'll say for this instance, no, but for later instances, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure George hadn't just dropped a landmine on the ground and walked away.
Because I know in Fallout, you activate it as you're throwing it,
Yep.
but I still would like to say it's a fair thing to say you kind of need to specify that you're activating it.
Alright.
So, I'll say everyone gets one free action.
Okay. Well, I
George
don't.
just took
I've
his.
got much.
Nancy's gonna point for the one that's closest to the stairs
Okay.
and try to take that sucker out.
I'm gonna move my way this way.
The towel by the way I move my walk. I move. Move walk.
Should I? I should probably
Momentum.
fire now before shit really goes down, huh?
Yeah, possibly.
Michael, where'd that landmine go?
It's on the
little
map.
Circle right there.
It's that little circle.
Yeah.
It's on the catwalk.
It is currently on the catwalk, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. And this thing way at the back is a big one, I'm guessing.
No, that's the stairs.
Okay.
To come up to the catwalk. There's
Okay.
no bigger Mirelurk.
Okay.
That we can see.
I guess I'm gonna take a shot at this one way the fuck over here.
Is that the same one that Nancy's firing at?
Nancy, this one, all the way on the right.
I really can't tell from my screen because mine doesn't move. If your guys's does,
I'm not moving stuff. I'm just the one way on the right.
Closest to the landmine.
No. The one furthest to the right.
I'm shooting for the one closest to the landmine.
None of them are really close to the landmine. None of them are near the landmine.
Wait, what's the spiky star thing on the map?
That's what I asked.
That's the stairs. Those are where the Mirelurks have to go to come up to you guys.
Where's the landmine?
The circle with the X on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's going for the one closest to Lucas.
That one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going for the one as all the way at the other end by the stairs.
And Vlad's going to try to hit that one.
Okay. Let's get my roll going.
Everyone rolled a hit.
John, does this count as stealth?
No,
18.
because they did look up.
Okay. It's
You got a natural 18.
That's still 4 dice rolls of damage for me.
Mm-hmm. What did you roll?
Natural 19.
All right. Vlad rolled an 18. But everyone
Just
hit.
gonna cut out the middleman and roll 4 dice at once.
Yep.
Okay, what do we have? We have 2 12s, a 15, and a 17.
All right.
I have $2,000, a penny, and a dead horse.
Lucas, you pull up your weapons, aim for one of the Mirelurks, and just fire away. Its head just gets blown clean off.
Good.
Adding 4 XP to you.
Oh yeah, I need to put down speed because I was not able to do that. 12.
All right. Nancy, roll for damage.
Boop. Natural 17.
Okay. So you pull up your gun, point it at the Mirelurk, fire at it. It seems to... The bullets go into the Mirelurk, but don't seem to come out, and it does seem to take damage, but it's still alive and kicking.
Damn.
Damn, son. Damn, nature.
Let me roll for
scary.
Vlad.
Hey, George! Give me a dex save.
No, he hit. He's just rolling damage.
Okay.
Rolled an 18 for damage. Yeah, plus 4. Alright. So, Vlad pulls up his quack shot, points it at the Mirelurk, fires it, and it just rips one of its arms off.
Oh, God.
Still not worse for wear, but, you know, without an arm.
You know, it's missing a limb. That's probably relevant.
Do you want to have Truffles do anything?
Nancy throws truffles.
No?
Okay.
There's...
Go get him, boy.
No.
Truffles
I would
runs
never see
right
him
over the
again.
landmine.
Truffles runs onto the What? It's just instant death. Just
No, the funniest part is he's the lone survivor.
Yep. Everyone else is dead. Truffles completely unharmed.
And then we go
Truffles
into the
just
campaign
stay
of
in there.
the story of Sam, Charles, and Truffles.
Yep.
Truffles is actively trying to kill everyone.
And corrupting Sam.
Alright,
New host.
roll for initiative.
Alright. I'll roll the 4. Are you proud of me?
Very.
Are you proud of me, Mom?
Nancy?
Yes, son.
Did y'all hear me or not?
No.
Nope.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
I punched 7 possums today.
Nancy, what'd you roll? You did.
Natural
Got it.
20.
Good.
Nat 20 bitches.
Now for the Mirelurks. There's 6 left. Good. Oh. Good.
Ah, good. 6 nat 20s.
To be fair, the first one got a 20.
What happens if
Does that Mirelurk have a higher agility than Lady Gimpy on over here?
Lady Gimpion?
No, I went to say on here, and I stopped myself and said over here.
What's going over here?
Another 20.
Ew. Okay.
What did you say, John?
Another 20. Apparently there have now been 2 nat 20s rolled by these Mirelurks. For initiative.
These
But
Mirelurks
still.
better fucking hit me.
I'd prefer if they all rolled nat 20s for initiative and then just completely failed to accomplish anything afterward. Like, all they do is form into a group tight enough for George to toss grenades at them.
Alright. So. Let me just label them as. 4 goes first. The ever popular Mirelurk number 4.
He's my favorite.
He can get about over here with his move. So currently he's not a threat yet. Mirelurk 1 can make it about there. Next up is Vlad.
You rolled a 7.
Shut up.
Did he actually?
He's going to roll to hit the one that he previously hit. After 17, that hits.
7 was a number in that.
I'll kill you. He rolled a 5. You didn't hear that. Nancy, you're up.
What was that?
I said you're up.
Oh, okay. Pew.
It's gonna burn.
13.
Did you hear that, John?
What?
13.
On who?
On the same one I was trying to take out.
Oh.
Finish him.
Yeah, a 13 hits with height advantage.
Is it dead?
What's the damage?
You need to roll damage to
Oh, what's
find
the
that
damage?
out.
Sorry. Oh, wow. Natural 20.
Okay.
Love you, Dad.
I'll kill you.
I do not love you.
So, as Nancy raises her guns, she points to the same Mirelurk that she just blasted. And this time when she shoots it like directly into the body, almost, and it just rips right through. So, this Mirelurk, right here, that Mirelurk is looking pretty worse for wear. It's looking on its last legs.
I am morbidly curious if any of the Mirelurks are actually going to reach George's landmine.
Mirelurk 3 coming up. Lucas, you're up.
All right. Oh. The one right by the stairs. Like the one that's...
This one?
Yep, that one.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot at that one.
All right.
18
Wait,
plus
sorry.
6.
How much experience did Nancy get?
None. You didn't kill it.
Oh,
18 plus 6. I'm pretty sure that hits.
I thought it was if you damaged it, you got...
No, it needs to die.
dies.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. No, I knew that. I misinterpreted what
Right.
You did hit it, yeah.
That is 42 damage.
Jesus.
Both of my damage dice were 20s. If you'd like me to reroll them, I will.
Oh, no.
Would you like me to reroll them?
No, I believe you.
Okay.
So,
This Mirelurk.
Very much dead.
as soon as you point your gun to this Mirelurk, you fire at it, and it does so much damage to it that it kind of like scuttles back a little, and it's looking like it's on its last legs.
I like to imagine as the bullet is fired, we just get a close zoom into its eyes, and we see like its entire life flash before. It's like a weirdly like human life.
You see it walking through the front door with a little top hat on. I'm home.
Except it's more along the lines of...
I remember my mother calling me home. Harold! Harold! As I run through the alfalfa fields with my trusty dog, Stephen. Wait a minute. My mother... I didn't have an alfalfa field. I never had a dog named Stephen. I'm having flashbacks of someone else's childhood. I'm quoting something, by the way.
Great.
I think I remember you telling me about this one.
This is from the producers, the movie I could never show because I wanted to show Theater Club, and I watched it. I'm like, this would offend literally everyone.
To which I would have said, fuck it. It's funny. It's a fucking comedy.
Mirelurk 6. He's the first one to make it up the stairs.
Oh boy, I'm sure he
Not
will
getting
be.
far.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be so happy with that life decision.
Mirelurk 2. Make it over there. George, you're up.
Hooray! Oh, lucky number 4 is ready to play. Alright, let's see. Oh boy. George has rolled. That's a 10.
That's a miss on whichever one you're shooting.
Well, I was gonna have George fire at. Well, it doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. I was gonna have him fire at the one closest to the eggs.
The floor are the eggs.
Oh, what are the two black spots? I thought
Those are the
were
tankards.
Okay. George was gonna fire at the one closest to the tankard.
Okay. Actually, interesting.
Please don't shoot the tanker.
Please. I'm sorry, man.
Your bullet does whiz past the Mirelurk. It does hit the tankard, but it kind of bounces off. But there is a noticeable dent.
Please don't break the tanker, Michael.
Don't blame me for dice rolls.
I can't blame you for aiming at that Mirelurk, though.
And I can blame you for go fuck yourself.
Alright, Mirelurk 5.
Now where did my magic pokey stick go?
Mirelurk 5 gets to the stairs.
Oh no.
Top of the round. Mirelurk 4 coming back again. Oh, that's
Guess
this
who's
one.
back? Back again.
Not for long.
Mirelurk 4.
Drop to the floor.
He's a crab. He's a crab. He's a crab.
He gets a little further than the one that's already on the stairs, so they are actively coming up.
Okay. I'm coming up.
Next up, Mirelurk 1
Wow.
gets a little past the stairs. Vlad is up.
Oh no.
Vlad, do something.
He's gonna shoot the tanker.
Please don't, Vlad.
We don't need this.
There's literally no Mirelurks near the tanker. If you happen to shoot the tanker, I'll be even more disappointed in you than I normally am.
He's going to shoot the one that's furthest up on the catwalk. Yeah, that's a miss.
The bullet ricochets off the wall. Punctures the tanker.
Directly into George's eye socket.
Except it just somehow manages to not hit anything valuable. The bullet just goes clear through George's head. He kind of stands there for a moment. He's like, I heard a loud noise, and now I can only see black and white.
It's like one of them old movies now.
I wonder if it'll still look like blood when I catch Vlad.
Jesus.
So the bullet whizzes past the Mirelurk. It just slightly grazes it, but doesn't do any damage. And it just embeds itself into the wall behind it. Nancy, you're up.
Alright. So just to make sure, the Mirelurk that I was shooting for is still not dead.
That one is number 3. He is over here. He's not dead. Looking worse for wear, but not
Kill
dead.
him. I want to kill him.
All right. Roll the hit.
13.
13. 13 does not hit.
It doesn't.
Nope. So you fire your gun, and once again it grazes the Mirelurk. And if you were just a centimeter over, you would have hit it.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Right now, oddly enough, Mirelurk 3 is up. Ooh.
Here's your shot of redemption.
Mirelurk 3 walks up the catwalk and is
no.
passing directly over the landmine.
Okay.
So let me just get rid of that Mirelurk. No longer exists.
Oh, it's just flat out dead.
It had 5 health.
Oh. He's like, I'm a dupe! I'm gonna say George actively chuckles as he watches the Mirelurk turn into green mist.
Well, I don't know about that. So,
Oh.
as soon as the Mirelurk steps on top of the landmine, an explosion just rattles throughout the whole room.
Oh no.
So we no longer have an easy means of getting down.
Oh well. The catwalk itself bends downwards.
Okay.
George, I need you to make an agility saving throw.
Alrighty then.
And so does that Mirelurk over there.
I'll roll a 17 flat.
I was hoping that was just gonna be 7.
17. That's actually 18 with his agility bonus.
So this Mirelurk, you see it slightly scuttle forward. The explosion happened, and it just drops to the ground.
All right.
The catwalk is now bent downwards on that end. George, the explosion makes your part of the catwalk bend down, and you see that you're going to fall. And in a split second, you just grab onto the railing. You didn't fall down, but you are currently dangling.
All right.
No damage was given to either of you, but you don't really have an easy means to get down there. On the bright side, the
He absolutely has an easy means
way
to get down there.
Yeah.
That Myra's gone. That's the one that. Oh, that's the one that Nancy went for. No one else hit that one. Nancy, 4 XP.
Yay!
Next up is Lucas.
All right. Well, let's see. Which one do I want to hit? I'm gonna shoot the one by George because when he drops down, I would prefer to help out my buddy. I'm gonna roll the
This
hit.
is now Southern.
15.
I've become inexplicably southern.
15.
15 hits.
Okay.
He is now one of the bakers.
Okay. Welcome to the family, son.
Welcome
Oh,
to the
Jesus.
family, son. All right. A 12 and a 16.
All right. 22. All right. It is currently like flat on its back, and your bullets just go straight into it. If it had one, which I don't think it does, if it had one, your bullets would have gone straight up its ass.
Nice.
That laugh, though.
So, it's now Myrlick's 6th turn. He can't do anything.
Can Murloc 6 can his name be Ted?
No. He's Myrlick's 6th.
But Ted.
You're going to kill him. You named it, and you'll actively watch it die. So, this Myrlick is currently just standing around, milling around, and trying to figure out a way to get across, but just can't. Next up, Myrlick 2. Ooh, that'd be this one. This one's going to go over to about here, about where it was originally, and it's going to burrow down. So that one, you can no longer see. George, you're up. You're currently dangling on a railing right now.
Ah, good. The optimal position. George. All right, so let's see. So George is dangling. So is that one? Is this one on the ground or?
It's on the ground and on its back.
Ah, good. I know what George wants to do.
It's gonna land on top of him.
George is going to try and land on top of him. And he is specifically going to try and claw drop.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to try and... Because the belly of a Mirelurk is soft.
Oi.
So George is going to try and land on this thing's stomach claws first.
For what it is, do an agility.
Alright, that is a 15 flat, so 16 total.
16, alright. You successfully managed to, with a little swing yourself and bury your claws deep into the Mirelurk.
Damn.
Roll damage.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Damage.
What are those?
That is a 9. Plus, what is the bonus for the claws? I forget.
2d20.
Okay. Oh, wait, it's 2D? Oh, yeah, I forgot, because he has to roll the shock damage.
Yep.
That is a 15 for the shock damage.
Oh boy.
So, the stabbing didn't do much. The shock, however...
So, as soon as you land on this Mirelurk, your claws dig deep into it, and it starts flailing and shrieking and trying to claw at you. And in just another moment, you almost like flex your arms a little as you feel the electricity just rock this entire Mirelurk, and it just starts seizing up and just shrieking. And when you stop shocking it, it is dead.
Good.
So, Lucas and George. Oh, no, that's not the one with Lucas. No, that's Vlad and George. 4 XP.
The one that George just landed on?
Yeah.
That's the one I just shot.
Oh, you did. Yeah, 4 XP to you too.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
I think in 10, I kind of want to go to bed because I got to get up early for work and school.
Alright.
Yep.
I mean, we're winding down anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks, dudes. I appreciate it.
I don't.
Dare you.
Oh yeah, Vlad gets more XP. So, next up is Mirelurk 5. That would be... So that one's dead. This Mirelurk is going to try and do almost exactly what you did to the other Mirelurk. It's going to try to jump down on top of you.
Oh, there's a Mirelurk above that's going to try and repeat what I just did.
Yep.
I want to see it succeed.
That is a 12 to hit.
I do not believe that hits. I could be wrong. I'm not... What is his AC? I believe his AC is 15.
Yeah, that does not hit. So,
oh boy.
the Mirelurk jumps, but doesn't seem to get enough momentum or anything. It just does a flat, like, standing jump. And it just crumbles under its legs. And it does damage itself.
I really want it to land flat on its face.
Well, its legs just currently just crumble into themselves.
Good. Good.
He takes 5 damage.
Can George do some kind of reactionary shot since it technically just tried to jump on him?
Your claws are still embedded in the other one.
That is true. Pretty hard since it was from a fall. So I'm assuming he's gonna have to pull these things out.
Mm-hmm. Mirelurk 4 is going to turn around and start charging at George, since it's really the only one it can. Mirelurk 1, he's going to take a swing at George.
Oh, George has become the enemy of the lurk.
At the 5, nope. Even with your arms embedded into the other Mirelurk, you see this one just swing for your head, and you just do a quick duck down.
Jesus Christ.
You are slowly noticing that you're getting surrounded. Next up is Vlad. He's going to try to attack the one that just attacked you. Nope. So, George.
Yes. Oh, for Christ's sake.
He doesn't hit you, I'll tell you that. But, for flavor alone, as you duck down to dodge the swipe of one Mirelurk, your face gets pretty close to the face of the other Mirelurk.
Oh no.
You hear the resounding quack, and you feel the face of the Mirelurk that you're embedded in just shift as you watch a bullet just embed itself maybe 5 inches away from your face.
Ah. Good.
Any reaction?
George's just like, that was a decent shot.
Nancy, you're up.
Alrighty. Beep. So who's left?
There are
Just
3
recap.
Mirelurks that you can see, and there's one that's burrowed underground.
Nancy. Hold on, I'm going to check my inventory real quick because I have an idea. Oh no, that would go terribly wrong though, because I'm assuming these containers that used to be filled with oil are probably still filled with oil.
You would have to check.
And I don't want to exactly set the place on fire.
I'm laughing because I'm insane.
Okay.
I was, well, player to players, I was going to have Nancy light some of the eggs on fire.
George would not object.
I'm just afraid it might set off the landmine or blow up the
landmine's
tankers
gone.
that we need.
There's no landmine.
Oh, it's gone?
Oh yeah, the landmine went off.
Oh, okay. In that
That's why
case,
George is currently on the ground.
would it be... Oh, wait. In that case, does George need Nancy to go over and give him stim packs?
No, George has not
surrounded.
suffered any damage.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Huh. So, do my fellow players object to... Or actually, John.
He's not going to tell you if it's a good idea or not.
Fellow players.
If you want to go for it, go for it.
Matt, your input?
What is she trying to do again?
Set fire to the
Light
eggs.
the eggs on fire. The eggs are essentially the
What
entire
does she have
place.
that could do that?
I have that alcohol.
She
You
does
know,
have a
the
laser
medical
weapon.
alcohol.
Okay. I mean,
She could throw the bottle at a point and then try to shoot that point. I'm assuming the laser would ignite it.
we can't stop you if you want to.
Or
I mean, you
would the
can.
contents of the eggs be flammable?
Probably not. It's a liquid,
But
non-flammable.
could we possibly... I'm more so doing this to smoke out the other one.
Well, you could just target it specifically. We know where it is. It's just underground.
And as far as you know, it hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, you probably would have seen it dig.
In that case, she's gonna throw a thing in the hole and try and light it on fire that way.
Alright.
Okay. Well, it's not exactly a hole, it's more of a mound.
So it wouldn't be possible?
You could smoke it out.
Okay. I'm gonna try it.
Alright.
So take away one of the alcohols, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to roll for anything?
Roll charisma.
I guess perception, just to aim where you'd want it to go.
That's a 16
All right.
plus nothing.
All right. The Molotov lands exactly where you want it to go. Well, it's not a Molotov. The alcohol lands exactly where you want it to go. Do you want to try to shoot?
Sweet. Yes, please.
All right. Roll the shoot.
Roll the shoot. That is a 17.
Okay. So, as you throw the alcohol and as you throw the, or as you shoot the alcohol that's on the ground right now.
What was that? Sorry, you're hard to understand.
This little circle area is currently what's on fire.
Oh, okay.
So it has started a fire and it has popped and blown up a few of the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And after a brief moment, let me send that back. This Mirelurk pops up in a different location, but it still pops up. So it's not inside the fire, but you did manage to smoke it out. So it's visible now.
Yay!
Lucas, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna help out George. The one directly above him, is that the one that...
That's the one that just took a swing at him.
Okay, is that the one he landed on?
The one he landed on is dead.
Okay, then I'm gonna...
Cooked it alive.
I guess I missed that. I'm gonna shoot at the one that just took a swing at him.
Alright.
18 plus 6.
That's a hit.
Okay. That is 21 for the first bullet and 12 for the second.
Alright. So, as you fire at the Mirelurk that just took a swing at George, George, you notice the Mirelurk that just swung at you lurches back a little as a bullet just embeds itself into its chest.
Bullets? 2?
No, bullets, yeah. And it gives off a shriek as it looks over at Lucas. Next up is Mirelurk 2. That's this happy little fella.
I flip off the Mirelurk.
This one's just going to rush at George and take a swing. That's a 19.
It's a miss. That's okay. That's actually a crit. Okay.
I'm going to change my topic
Sure.
to nothing.
It was about time.
As your arms are embedded into the other Mirelurk, this Mirelurk that you didn't exactly see pops up out of the ground, out of your field of vision, like in your peripheral vision, charges you, and its claw just clamps down on one of your arms. You take 17 points of damage.
Fun.
George, you're up.
George lets out a sigh. Looks very quickly at the 4 Mirelurks in his immediate vicinity. Chuckles. Let me look. What does George have? Ah, good. Good. George! I see somebody changed it to Bubble Snatch. George is going to... John, player to player, is there a damage difference between grenades and dynamite, or are they more or less the same thing?
More or less the same. Dynamite is slightly higher.
George is going to drop a stick of dynamite and try to jump out of the area.
A Mirelurk is latched onto you. And your arms are still embedded.
What are my options then?
Take out your arms.
Do I have to roll for that?
No, it will cost you either an action or a movement, whichever one you specify.
So it's gonna hurt regardless.
Yeah.
George will use his movement, and then he will try to claw stab the one that grabbed him.
All right.
He's gonna use his movement to break free.
All right.
Rolling to attack. That is a 2.
So,
just barely above a critical failure.
George,
Yes.
you yank your arms out of the body of the other Mirelurk. With your arms still like in the claw of that Mirelurk, you go to give it like a quick, swift jab to the gut, but as you go to jab it, your arm just doesn't reach. You just don't have enough reach to really get it.
Damn it. He's like, eh.
Okay. You're just staring into the face of a Mirelurk.
Good.
Mirelurk 5 is up.
Boy.
That's this happy little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a swing at George.
Of course he is, because George is the tastiest.
You're also the only one who's still on the ground, who's still in range for them.
He tastes of metal and sadness.
Mostly sadness.
That's a 19.
Oh, for Christ's sakes!
Total or natural?
No, total.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not a critical, but it definitely hit.
It doesn't go to, like, claw you. It just takes its claw and baps you on the head.
Okay.
You take 7 points of damage.
You take 7 points of bapping damage.
Bapping damage. 7?
7 points of damage.
Ow.
Oh my god, you're under 50.
Yes, he is. Wait, no, because I never added the stim pack value, because we never decided how much the stim pack was worth. It was 30?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's at 63.
Not as bad.
Like, because I never added the stim pack.
Alright. Oh, good.
He looked really awful for a second, and then it seemed like he had a realization, and suddenly, like, 4 wounds just inexplicably disappeared.
Mirelurk 4 is up.
Oh, come on. It's a natural 20!
One of them is going to hit it eventually.
That's an 18.
It's get. Oh boy, he's trying!
Oh my god.
George is getting real salty.
This one takes its claw and clamps down on your waist.
Come on.
You did 18 points of damage.
Oh, am I also now clamped?
At the waist, yes. Your
Ah!
arm and your waist are clamped.
God fucking damn it.
John, just a thought. Did you ever give thought to the possibility of crits refunding VATS points or no?
That would have to be a perk.
That's fine. Then I will have to save up for said perk.
Yeah. Alright, look, 1 is up.
Having fun down there, Michael?
I was. And if these fuckers would stop clamping me.
Michael, they're giving you the clamp.
He's amping for a clamping.
No.
Damn it. God fucking damn it.
Did you say your AC is 15?
Yes.
You rolled a 16.
Ah! God. Fuck.
It's not bad. So, this one, with its claw, it doesn't go to clamp you, it goes to bop you. It bops you in the back of in your back, I guess.
Uh-huh.
You take 9 points of damage.
God fucking damn it. Why is this happening?
What do you mean, why? You jumped down there!
I fell gracefully. I was going down here regardless. I had
Pull yourself up!
And details.
You've sowed this seed for yourself, Michael.
Hey, player to player. Next person who goes, maybe shoot the Mirelurk's arm that's clamped me so I can get out of this hellhole.
Gladly.
Brad will certainly try.
Oh no. Glad I'm begging you, buddy.
He rolled a 4. So, as you're surrounded by Mirelurks, clamped by 2 of them, you look up to
I thought I was only clamped by 1 at the moment.
You're clamped on the arm and you're clamped on the waist.
Don't worry, I can help with that.
You see, a few turns ago, that grenade idea wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah, but then I immediately got clamped, so I couldn't escape.
Yeah, but your health would have been okay. Now it won't.
I expected you to blow up every explosive he had on his person if he got caught in it.
Well...
Is there a rule for this? If George gets hit by an explosion, do all of his explosives go off, or are we not having that be a thing?
All of his explosives won't go off unless he's, like, engulfed in flames.
Okay, then George will drop a stick of dynamite at his earliest convenience.
So, Vlad aims at the Mirelurk that currently has George by the arm, as per George's plea. And once again, it embeds itself in the dead Mirelurk that George is on top of.
You're trying! My patience!
Matthew, you're up.
Okay.
Shoot one of the 2 that clamped me.
Can I just point out no one has gone down there?
Yeah, because they see what's happening down here. And they're like, no thanks, I'm good.
Kez was smart. That's a natural 20.
On which one?
Christ.
I am aiming for the claw of... Which one would you prefer, Michael?
Waste.
Of the waist.
Honestly, George has
All
to
right.
lose an arm. He can reattach it later.
Alright, so that's that one. You're going to roll damage.
Also a natural 20. Damn, I am just on a roll tonight.
God dang.
Nancy and George. Actually, George, from your perspective, you're wiggling around under the clamps of two of the Mirelurks. You look up, see Nancy aiming at one of them, and the one on your waist just gets blown away.
Ooh.
You are no longer clamped on your waist.
Okay.
You're free!
No, it's not.
Sort of.
Do something cool now! You know, like you do.
Alright, next up is Lucas.
You know what to do.
Do I?
Free me. Free me from this torment.
One of those arms is dead, right?
Yes.
And the other one has his arm?
Yeah, the one... This one is the one that's clamped down on his arm.
Alright, let's go ahead and roll for my attack. It's a natural 19.
Alright, that hits.
Let's get those dice going. Okay, what do we have? We have 2 17s, a 14, and an 8.
Alright. So, George, as you feel the clamp leave your waist and you watch that Mirelurk get blown away, also Nancy 4 XP. Actually, Nancy and Vlad. Yeah, the one that's on your arm, you focus your attention on that to maybe try and wriggle away. And as soon as you look up to it, it slumps over with a hole in its face.
Hey, John. That's point on the one directly next to it.
Okay.
That one is getting chunked for a grand old total of 32 damage.
Alright. So you watch as the two Mirelurks next to you just slump over with a big hole in its face.
8 XP?
Yep. 8 XP. George, 8 XP.
How many?
8.
Okay.
Nancy, 4 XP, and Vlad, 4 XP.
4 XP. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
4 experience. That's what it stands for. I just gained 4 experience for killing a monster in the game.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I was explaining that to Bella.
Yeah.
She was like, what?
Alright. Next up is the last remaining Mirelurk.
It clamps. Oh my god.
That is a natural 20.
Are you fucking serious?
We knew it was going to happen eventually.
Alright. So, George, as soon as you get your arm free and watch those two Mirelurks die, you feel what would you say, relieved?
A little.
So, slight relief washes over you. And you go to, just look over at the other Mirelurk.
Mm.
And let's roll for damage. Good. 15 points of damage.
That's honestly not that bad, all things considered.
As you look over,
worse.
as you look over to that Mirelurk,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that your right arm has been ripped off.
It
went to clamp you
Ooh.
and just tore through it.
George looks at this Mirelurk, and I don't know if this Mirelurk is capable of interpreting the face of anger, but oh boy, George does not look pleased. Is it George's turn?
It is George's turn.
George has very particular designs. So, I'm assuming if it's close enough to rip his arm off,
It's like right in your face.
yeah. George is going to pull out a Oh, how is he going? Huh.
Your teeth?
Yeah! They do actually have teeth. George is going to pull out a grenade, pull the pin with his teeth, and go to cram it in the Mirelurk's mouth.
Alright. Just
Well, that
sheer
was-
strength on this one.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Michael. That is actually a nat 20. However, it's a nat 20 behind my television, so I won't be rolling any other dice in the near future. At least, not actual dice.
Well, that's fine. Because
Well, that wasn't the end of George's plan.
no, oh boy. Alright.
He then wants to scramble to, with his remaining arm, grab the other one and jump out of the immediate area.
Okay. I'll say for what it is, George stuffs his hand almost wrist deep into the Mirelurk's mouth
Oh, God.
with the grenade in hand, yanks his hand back, punches the Mirelurk, takes his arm, whaps him with his arm, and jumps away as the Mirelurk explodes into little bits and pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that was a.
I feel like this is a good place to call it.
Oh, that's where we're
Yeah.
gonna call it.
Just. I like to imagine the entire time George is doing this, he has a look of just like mild annoyance and indignation. Like the entire time he's clearly just thinking like, goddamn fucking arms, goddamn fucking. Like he's mumbling to himself as he picks up the arm, like, use this goddamn motherfucker.
So, George, 4 XP. Nancy, 4 XP.
Do I need to add George's arm to his inventory?
Yes, actually.
My lord.
Sure. His inventory is full.
No, you have one slot left at the very bottom.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool.
I don't think Nancy has ever gained this much XP in one campaign ever.
I can't tell you how much XP George would get if he used that grenade.
I really am disappointed that I didn't get to. Alright, folks.
That's where we can end it.
Yep, hopefully we can do this again shortly.
That would be awesome.
Is there any day in particular you would like to?